I hope I'm live this time. Yes, I'm live this time. I totally did an entire intro thinking that I was live. It's Tuesday. It's about to get omomatic, and it's Kicking It with Andy, so do not forget to enter the giveaway at kicker.com/umweekly. And William, I had your comment up there. Love you, buddy. Appreciate you. Everyone tuning in to kick off the show, but without further ado, grab your favorite beverage, some popcorn, and we're going to have some fun. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. And that first intro was pretty good, though.
With Andy, Kickin' It with Andy, Kickin' It with Andy,
Uh-oh.
Kickin' It with Andy, Kickin' It with Andy, Kickin' It with Andy, Kickin' It with Andy, Kickin' It with Andy.
Okay. So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
It's November, and it's definitely not no effort November. I pulled this topic out of my left pocket, and I don't know where it's been this whole time. It's here. This is a big one.
Livin Loud with Andy.
And man, that's a lot of different impedances for the same woofer. That's crazy. And there's just so many different ones. And we're going to do some other stuff at the amp dyno portion side of things. But of course, we have to do housekeeping. We have to tell everybody to enter the giveaway. You got 57 more minutes, I think. Yeah, to enter, give or take. I'm starting a minute or two late. I thought I was entirely live, and it looked like it was live, and I'm like, we're not live. Oh no, no problem. We can just do that again. But a lot of stuff I tried to put together last minute, and amp dynos. Adam, I hope you feel better, man. We were going to have him on, and he got the COVID, so he couldn't come on. I'm like, oh, okay, let's figure out something. And we got a good topic tonight, and I feel like this is a a topic that a lot of people just don't talk about, but at the same time, they do. And they ask, what is better, 2 ohm versus 4 ohm? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. And there is a thing called 0 ohms. That is a thing.
0 ohm. No impedance level whatsoever. That's interesting.
That's interesting. That's how I feel about it. But man, that guy Chris, he is a trooper. And man, 0 ohms. What is resistance? What is impedance? We're gonna try to keep it kind of basic tonight, even though it's a very deep subject with just how speakers work and just the resistance factor and just the law of electricity and just voltage, current, and resistance and just kind of the basic factors. Because I could have I would have loved to bring Blake on here tonight talking about this stuff where it's just like super in-depth of just how speaker impedance curves and all that fun stuff works, man, because I know there is a lot to it. Appreciate all 43 of you guys that are here on YouTube, 53 altogether. You guys are awesome. Smash the like and subscribe. I'm just going to say it. There's those guys that say it all the time. Thank you for tuning in, Todd. What's up, Kicker, Bobby B, and Andy? Appreciate you tuning in, Todd. Hope you're doing well, man, and can't wait to see you get that L7X kicking, man. SDK is working on it. Sony Explode emoji, what? Yes, we have to for our man, Dubby. He does a lot of the design work, and he loves Sony Explodes. We had to tip our hat to that, at least that, and I feel like a lot of people, just like Kicker, at one point ran a Sony Explode. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's, it was a popular woofer. And those ones did not have different subwoofer impedance configurations. Maybe they do now. Maybe they did. I didn't even realize that at the time. A lot of times whenever I was younger, I'm just wiring speakers up all in series because it didn't shut the amplifier off. If I just hooked them all black to black, red to red, my radio just started clicking and it just shut off. And I'm like, what is happening here? Just like the woofer flexing from CAE gifting 5 YouTube Green Team memberships. Appreciate you, man.
Green Team. Livin life after love. Bass hitting hard. Yeah. Turn down for what?
We gotta get the clippers, Clipping and coils and different configurations, man, it gets to be a lot, and I try to sum it down for a lot of people that they can kind of understand a little bit more. And I seen this post with 2 ohm versus 4 ohm, literally in Kicker Club. Kayla, I'm talking to Kayla about it. I'm asking her, and she's like, well, I don't know. Can you explain it to me? And I'm like, you know what? That is the topic that we are doing. But thank you, CAE. Appreciate you for that, man. And man, thank you for being here, dude. And congratulations on 10,000 subscribers. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? All right, let's see. Dead short, my guy. Yeah, the 0 ohms. You need some kind of resistance. Otherwise, you got no power. And you can get deep into that subject itself, what all that means. But to kind of keep it simple, the water methodology of just how power works and fluid dynamics, it kind of goes hand in hand with describing how power works. And I love to explain power with ohms, resistance, a 2 ohm, a 4 ohm, or whatever, of, running through a pull, and kind of like you're going to get more power with the least amount of resistance, right? So if you got a pull filled with 1 foot of water, you can run through that pretty fast. But if it's 2 feet of water, you're not going to be able to run as fast because there's more resistance. 4 feet of water, you're walking. You can't run in that because of all the resistance. That's probably not the best way to explain it, but kind of like how, an easy way to understand it. And there's a lot more to that and how power works when you apply stuff to it. And that's why I have the demonstration on the other side over here all hooked up so that, we can kind of see what it does. Of course, we got the L7X there. We got a 4-channel. We got a mono block and a comp Q and just kind of everything. And I forgot to fire up the SPL lab, or I did something over there. But either way, get it going. And I kind of just want to touch on a few things. But of course, I have to say hello to everybody. And we have to look at it and make sure you guys have time to enter the giveaway and then come back and then literally just have fun talking about Kicker, car audio, all that fun stuff. And you got the Wolverine going. It fits you. Thank you, Joe. That's why I won't let it grow too far out. Got to keep it tamed. Ashy, congratulations, man, for winning the first place prize, because we got 2 first place prizes on Kickin' with Andy. Of course, we got the Bullfrog that's sitting right over here. Got the Bullfrog 100. We got the TW2s, the EB400s. I have the TW1s here. If you guys want to see the difference, I can show you. And he won the 50% off discount code, which is kind of like the ultimate grand prize. You know, it takes some money out of your pocket, but you could buy anything at kicker.com for 50% off. One-time use, so make it worth it. And I know Ashy will, man. Thank you for tuning in, Ashy. Thank you for hanging out. Jen, put the smack down on the like button. You gotta do it. Thank you, Garrick, for being here tonight. Cedric, what is up? Thank you for tuning in, man. And we are getting him going with his system. His new lithium bank is doing the job, man. Good over here. How you feeling, Ashy? Uncle Bobby B, there he is.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Thank you for being here, Bobby. Appreciate you always tuning in and hanging out with us, man. And how is Disneyland? Is that still open? I know it's pretty warm down there. Adrian, we need Blake to join the live. I know. We're going to have to get him on. Hey, call your boss. Is your boss cool with this? I'm going to call my boss. Okay, cool. Because he does a lot with DD. If you check out DD Audio on YouTube, he does a lot of the shorts. And I told him to do it, and he's doing it, and he's doing a great job, man. Love Blake, and he's an awesome individual and super duper smart. Thank you for tuning in, Jeremy. Appreciate you, sir. Oh, look at it. You just got to look at it, you know? And sometimes you say, oh, would you listen to this? Would you just listen to this whenever you're playing your system down the street, man? And people get to listen at it, and they will look at it. D2, so you can wire 4 ohm efficiency for 1 ohm for bass. And I feel like, you know, I want to kind of just talk about it, and then we'll dive into different sections if we need to. And with Kicker, they kind of make it easy, but at the same time, somebody that has no idea, they go on the website, they go on it, wherever, they're picking stuff out. They don't know the difference. You know, it's like DVC. What does that mean? SVC, or it just says 2 ohm and 4 ohm. And then you buy the 2 ohm thinking that you're going to be at 2 ohm, but it's got 2 voice coils. So then you're either at 1 or 4. So then it might not work for your amplifier, or it might not be as much power as you thought you were going to get. And that's kind of where I'm just like, man, this topic needs to be addressed. Let's see here. All right, cool. So I have a few things pulled up here. I'm going to leave that there. But, you know, where was I going to go? I'm like, left, right, left, right, left, right. There's so much going on here. Thank you, Colorblind. Oh, would you look at that for the pizza fun? And you know what? We haven't had pizza in more than probably 2 weeks, and I am fiending for it. I need some pizza.
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. We got to pull that up there. Colorblind 1983. I appreciate you tuning in. You guys, you've been here for a while, and appreciate your support when you can. And a lot just with everybody, man. The likes, the comments, tuning in, and the super chats. It just, man, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you, Colorblind. And, I mean, it's cool because it gets the kicker going, man. Just look at that thing just kicking. It is kicking. All right, so I wanted to pull up a few things here. So whenever you look at the Kicker website, you might see like these are the L7Ts. You got all kinds of different stuff here. You know, just so many different options other than the grill covers right there. The Solo X stuff right there, just that alone. It's like, okay, what are the other ones, you know? And I made a mistake too in the beginning. I was like, oh, I want that. And no, it's just the drop-in recone. The Marines got different ones too, but that's the thing. If you look at just the Marine thing and you're like, oh, well, it's a 4 ohm and it's a 2 ohm, and then you go to buy the, okay, well, that says 2 ohm too, but you got to look at it to see how many voice coils it has because of just how that math kind of works with just, you know, impedance of the woofer, the impedance resistance of the woofer, and, you know, just kind of everything. There's just so many versions of each individual one here. It's kind of crazy. It's like, man, okay, so there's a 2 ohm and a 4 ohm for the 8. There's 2 ohm, 4 ohm, whatever, you know, and it's just like, which one do I need with how many woofers that I have? And it can kind of get a little complicated really fast. All right, cool. So, again, thank you, Colorblind. Appreciate you, man. 24.5 thousand entries already. I kind of missed the days when it was 12,000 for the entire night. Well, more people are looking at it, and they're entering the giveaway. And that 50% off discount code, man, I mean, that is priceless. That is priceless. Thank you, Kibo, for tuning in, and you gotta just look at it. That's all you can do. All right, cool. So that's pulling these into Facebook. I wonder if that's pulling that into the YouTube. It looks like that might be pulling that into the YouTube comments section. That is cool. We're doing something else. But Travis Willis on Facebook. I'm in my car waiting on my kids to get done with swimming, listening to you through the 4L7s. Thank you for tuning in, Travis. Appreciate you, man. And, all you guys that are just hanging out, listening to the podcast, Kicker on Mass, back and forth between here and there. I appreciate you guys every Tuesday. It's always a blast. Thank you for tuning in, man. There it is right there. Okay, so that's cool. That throws that into the YouTube section. That is cool. I like how that does that. Do you know if the Q-Series components will return? Oh, I would take a solid bet, and I would say yes. And if it's not the Q-Series, it might be how the KXA line, discontinued, and now they have the LX line. I know they're probably working on something. That's my opinion on it. Thank you, Campbell. Appreciate you tuning in. And yes, why not, Dub? Why not? Excuse me. Jason, WW2000 Kicker has always been a bit confusing, but I learned that when they say 2 ohm, they mean 2 ohm coils. And that's the thing where it kind of can get confusing. Let me just pop up over here, and we can talk about a few more things. And I don't think I have to pull anything else up on my phone over here. We could do some testing and kind of show you how this stuff works, and I'll do some more explaining with everything. Because I think, we're about 15, 16 minutes in. I think that is plenty. Let's see here. Thank you, Campbell, and here to hang and learn. All right, cool. Let's do the switcheroo, huh? Man, it is hot in here today. ACs just don't work too well when it's not super warm out. So let me switch here. Oh, you know what? I forgot to take that over there. There's always something. There we go. Okay, now I can hear. Test, mic 1 2 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. We coming in loud and clear. John, what do you think? We sound all right? All right, cool. So I do need to take this over here because we have our little switcher. Let's try not to break the entire studio, Andy. I bring my second little Stream Deck switcher so that when we're over there, we can do some more stuff. So let me pull this up and over here. And let me know if you guys can see okay over here. Been adjusting some of the lighting in here and all that fun stuff. But let me pull my little switcher over here. Uh-oh. Over here. There we go. There we go. So now, if we get pennies, we can do that as well. So, let me pull this over here. So now, what we're going to do here, let me know if you guys can hear me. Everything else on Earth. Garrick, thank you. So exciting. DJ Dirty Bass the other day. Livin Loud tonight. Absolutely, man. And they've been kicking it with the podcast.
Would you look at that? Oh my gosh, just look at it. Just look at it. You got to look at it this way, okay? You just got to look at it. That's all you can do anymore.
Thank you, Garrick. Appreciate you, man. And you know what? Just thank you for your support and everything that you do, man. Everything that you do. Let's see here. Where did that go? Sorry, I'm like backwards here. I do all this, practicing beforehand, and then everything kind of slides out. I'm like, oh no. Thank you, Garrick. Appreciate you, man. All right, cool. So one other thing I want to bring over. Man, that kicker is just kicking over here. That thing is just kicking. All right. Let me pull that down for a second. Cool. All right, so what I have over here is just an entire, just different setup of everything. We got the Kicker Comp Q that we're actually going to be testing on. You can't even see me because I moved that over there. Got the Kicker Comp Q that we're going to be testing on. And I do need to fire that up. I think it is on. It was on. I don't know why that shut down. Let's pull up. Oh, come on. That's why. Oh, no. No. It's live, folks. Let me make sure that this thing is on back here. Yeah, we got power. And now I got nothing. Well, that's no bueno. Sorry, guys. Remember to kick the like. Thank you, Jeremy. Does the kicker need a kickstart? Probably. I might have to restart the computer. Sometimes with these and how they work, you have to restart some things. Well, you might as well enter the giveaway. This might take a second. There we go. Okay, we're good. See, I had this all pulled up and everything. I don't know why it disappeared. Oopsie doopsie. Let's pull this up. Okay, and then we're going to put on a max hold. And then display. All we need to know is how many watts we're doing. I do want to just turn this on, and then I'm going to get to other things. Man, thank you all 63 guys that are tuned in tonight. You guys are awesome. Scary doing labs live, we understand. I seen that. I'm like, listen, man, we do live amp dynos all the time. And it is a little bit easier when it's an amplifier like Kicker, just because you know it's not going to blow up. And that's a whole nother thing, too, where wiring things, and that's what we're going to get into with this demonstration of kind of pushing the envelope. But you kind of got to know what you're doing at the same time. But I'm going to show you kind of real results of how music works alongside. But I wanted to just be over here to have everything to demonstrate, talk about, look at a L7X15 and the two different amplifiers. Of course, we got a rubber ducky to keep the amp cool, and nothing is blown up yet, Mullen. What's good? What's a good AC to DC converter? I actually have two of them in the studio right now, man. That subwoofer is still going. Appreciate you guys for that. And, you know, I'm going to bring my little tablet over here. Oh, yeah. Man, that thing is just boogieing. And that's probably from that $20 super chat where that thing is just, it's going. It is going. All right, cool. And I have one down here. It's underneath a battery. I could pull this out for you with AC power supply, just because I know this is something that you might want to do if you want to make your own amp dyno, if you want to use 12-volt car audio. That was actually my backup subject, was how to make a car audio system in your house. And this one is very expensive. It's around $200, but this is 30 volts, adjustable up to 30 amps. This is a big one that's adjustable. And there are smaller ones, and they're around like $60 that are 10 amp. I have one over there, it's 5 amp, and it was actually $25. I need to put a list of each one of those in the description because they come in clutch, let me tell you. But that is the best way to get AC to DC power from your home into, you know, 12-volt stuff that we deal with every single day here. Okay, why is this all the way down there? All right, cool. How can you do that? Well, come on, Sean. But yeah, absolute. Good AC to DC converters. One of the SDK blower fans plugged that bad boy into outlet and boom, instant conversion. Don't get Jake upset. All right, so I'm going to move this back over here because I can see the comments up there and I should be scrolling. I'm just going to read them off there because there's a lot to talk about with this. Now, with this L7X here, this one is a dual 1. You can get them in a dual 1 configuration or a dual 2 configuration. The Comp Q, you can get this in a dual 2 and a dual 4. Now, the gold letter, since this was like a limited edition run, this only came in the 4-ohm voice coil. That is it. And that's kind of like, you know, an idea that you have to think about when purchasing any kind of subwoofer amplifier combo kit, or, you know, putting it all together, you know, of just how all these things are going to work if they're not going to work. Thank you, Donald Logan. Appreciate you. What's up? Thanks for hanging out. All right, so I feel like I'm skipping so much over here. I feel like I'm totally off tonight. You caught Andy on his bad day here. You really did. You caught Andy on his bad day. But this is the whole part about doing live, and this topic is so deep. It's like I want to be over there, you know, talking about different things with everything of just, you know, the testing and whatever. But like I got the amplifiers over here. I got, you know, this stuff over here. I'm like, man, I don't know which I want to talk about first. But whenever you're mixing and matching stuff, you know, you're trying to have your system work with the amplifier, your subwoofers, and your amplifier to do the best job. And the easiest way to sum this video up in one sentence, Kicker kind of makes it easy, where all their amplifiers that are the mono block that's over there, the CX1800, the 400, 800, 1200, the KX, LX, Warhorse, all the main bigger ones that are monoblock amplifiers are gonna work with 1 ohm. And if you get like into the 4-channel realm or the 5-channel realm, and now 7-channel that are coming out, I feel like a lot of those are only 2 ohm on this subwoofer. And it's like, I want to keep this topic to like subwoofers only, but it's like, even with door speakers, you kind of got to think about that stuff too, because they only have certain options. And sometimes to get more power out of your amplifier, you know, you got to be at 2 ohms for the 4 channels. And, you know, I'm trying to keep it simple. This is a tough subject. It really, really is. Let's see. Aaron Lackey. Oh, look at that guy. I know he tunes into Kicker on Mass. Appreciate you. You're in the right place. All right, cool. So I feel like I'm trying to look at this cheat sheet that I wrote down, and I feel like I want to talk about this rather than try to look at anything, and it's just, nah. Nah. All right, so with the different selections that you have, and like I just said with the 1 ohm stable, so with having one woofer, it's a little bit easier where it's like, I gotta pick, you know, to be at 1 ohm. I want to get the most power out of my amplifier. And with the Kicker amplifiers, again, 1 ohm stable. But, you know, it's like, which one do I get? Do I get 2 of the dual 2s, 4 of the dual 4s? How does that wiring configuration work? And that's another thing I forgot to pull up was the Kicker U app with the wiring wizard. You just punch in what you have, the dual 2s, single voice coil, and it'll show you all the different configurations of what that can work with. And of course, at the end of the day, you could always call Kicker tech support, but it's kind of stuff to know of, you know, what works with what. And I know a lot of people say, what is better, 2 ohm versus 4 ohm? Some may say 4 ohms better, you know, BL and all that other stuff, and just, you know, how speakers work. But at the end of the day, it's not that one's better than the other. It's just what is going to be working with your system and how to match that. That's the bottom line of what you can run with it safely. That's the easiest way to do it. And again, with the wiring wizards, talk to a friend, because it can get a little confusing when you get more than 2 woofers with just wiring them. Because it's like, okay, I got a dual 2 and I got 2 of them. Am I going to be at 2 ohm, 1 ohm, 4 ohm? What am I going to be at? And you're either at half ohm, 2 ohm, or 8 ohm. You know, and it's like something you might not think that's right. You know, it's just with how you wire stuff together. So it's really hard to pick which is going to work for your system. I got an issue. I got power to my amp. The light shows green, but no sound. And I actually have a little cheat sheet on, Andy, your audio is delayed. If it's an easy fix, now you know. Audio should not be delayed. Uh-oh. Yeah, that should not be delayed at all. How much delayed, John? And that's what I have over here, Jason. We got the 2 ohm. We're just going to go over there. We're going to go over there, and whatever we can't figure out, we'll figure it out at the end. All right, let me pull this up over here. And let me know if you can see this. I got this TV kind of dark over here. And, Kung Fu Theater. Thank you, Ashy. Okay. So, this right here is a 4-channel. Like I said, you know, you can wire these, like the 2 channels here as your subwoofer. The other 2 is your front and rear stage. You can always do that here. And they have, you know, on the back here, you know, crossovers and stuff like that. For if you want to use high-low subwoofer, you know, and then your front stage and etc. But the problem with these is each channel is only 2 ohm stable. So you can run a, you know, 2 ohms here, 2 ohms here, and only bridge at 4. So you're kind of stuck there. I I don't really recommend using a 4-channel. It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just you can run into problems like that, and you are going to have to get a dual 2 and wire it to series, rather than, you know, dual 2 wire it down the 1 on a 1.0. Maybe it's an easy switch, you know, and that's the thing with just kind of matching everything up. Only seconds, not terrible, feel ya. Let me turn off this top end here because sometimes that will mess that up, but there should not be a single ounce of delay at all. There shouldn't. 3-ish second delay. Now I'm kind of worried. Now I'm kind of worried. 3-second delay. There shouldn't be any delay. Tell me if these are synced. If they're not, I want to see if it's a streaming issue or if it's on my end on this wireless headset, because I could reset the wireless headset if that's the case. Man, talk about problems tonight. It's like, oh, we got an easy topic tonight. No problems whatsoever. Oh, man. You know what? I'm not going to tell you, but, you know, whatever you think, man. Whenever I knew she wasn't the right one, she got the boot from the kicker. The one that stayed, obviously. We all know Kayla. She is amazing. Synced, no delay. It was delayed before the wireless headset. No sync. No synced. Uh-oh. And we got 70 guys in here tonight. I'm thinking maybe an RCA cable. Oh, yes, with the system with the green light. Yeah, always check your source. That's what I was trying to get to before, you know, the audio problems here. But I have a link at livinloudwithandy.com. Top tab, scroll down, and I have a chart there of trying to diagnose your system. And that is one thing, is the source. You know, if the green light is on and it's a kicker amplifier, usually it's going to be somewhere down the line, your source, your head unit, something like that. Other amplifiers might even say that they're good and there's no output, and that could be that on the amplifier section and not even the RCAs themselves. No delay here. Kayla puts up with looks to be delayed. That's a shame. How many amps? Okay, have you hit it with your purse? Okay. All right, cool. Man, I am just having issue after issue. Let me just reset the wireless headset here, because that's how everything is coming through. There should not be a delay at all here. Let me pull this up. Oh, why is that on? Refill. Oh my goodness. No, I don't need that on. Or did that do something else? If that made that quieter, let me know. Yeah, I got no delay on here. All right, let's reset this. Too many switches tonight, folks. All right. We rehooked it up. Let me know if it sounds any better. Now we're losing everything. Okay, cool. All right. So with this amplifier right here, this is the older CX 1800.1 right there. And that is the 43 version, and it's only 2 ohms stable. And with this demonstration, let's just get this out of the way here. Just because I know a lot of people are going to say, wire to the dirt. You know, what about half ohm on my 1 ohm amp? And I am not telling anybody to do this at home, but at the same time, you know, when you're learning, this is kind of like the whole thing with the SPL side, competition factor, and you kind of learn what works with your enclosure, your amplifier, loading properties, and the music that you're playing. And, you know, what I have over here is a dual 2. And this dual 2 right here is wired to 1 ohm. And we're on a 2 ohm amplifier. Again, do not do this at home. Do not do this at home. You're fine, man. All I watch live happen. Hey, thank you, man. Usually I know. Usually we're like 100%, and then it's like, oh, man, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. All right, where's my mouse now? Now I got to bring the mouse over here. Because we got... Oh, no. There it is. Okay, cool. Still no delay. Nah, still delay, but it'll ride. Do your thing, man. And a China... Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's no bueno, man. Then it's got to be the camera. It's got to be the camera. If the other mic wasn't messing up, I feel terrible for you guys, man. I feel terrible. Let's just restart this camera. While we're restarting that camera, tell me when I'm sitting here, is this synced? Is this audio okay over here? That's what I want to know. Otherwise, I have no clue. I have no clue. This is something new to me. I've never had this microphone delay. Even this one was okay, so that's what I'm kind of confused on here. 1 ohm for the win. It got better, but not perfect. That's going to drive me nuts. That's truly going to drive me nuts. All right, let's just do the demonstration over the not synced. That's okay. So then it's got to be the wireless headset at some degree here, and I don't know why it's doing that. But we got a kicker moving. We got a kicker car. Thank you, man. $20 super chat. Oh, he's getting us going. Thank you, buddy.
I don't care what you say about kickers. This guy is a difference maker.
A difference maker indeed, and I don't even know where my remote went. I'm getting lost. Just look at the kicker flex in here. Let's just look at that for just a second. And this was just with a power supply in here. And yeah, amplifier. And this is the dual 2, but I have it at 4 ohms because I have it on a DX 125.4, 125.2 bridged, and that's 4 ohms stable. So you could use a dual 2 for if you're on a 2-channel amplifier bridged to 4, or a mono block, and you want to be at 1 ohm, and you have the newer kicker amplifier to do so. So there is that. All right. I feel terrible with the audio, man. I really, really do. Let's see. Thank you, kicker car. Thank you so much, man. We got to pull that up. We got to pull that up. And you guys are awesome. One time I'm having just terrible luck, and you guys are hanging out waiting. I tried F5 because it's so refreshing, but it didn't help. Thank you, Jeff. I'm trying, man. Hey, El Fuego, I'm glad that you're here tonight, man. And, man, I'll be praying for you, buddy. Andy Man can. Thank you for tuning in, Cracker, Stewart. Appreciate all you guys here tonight, man. You guys are all like, man, he's messing up. And he doesn't mess up. No, I do. I definitely do. Half ohm for the win. All right, cool. So another thing that I forgot, my phone. And this kicker is going to be going for the next 10 minutes in this background here. It's going to be going for the next 10 minutes. All right, let's turn everything on here. That's already on. That's on. We need to plug in this phone over here. And I will move out of the way. And since my audio is not synced anyway, so we're just going to do that, huh? And what we're going to do is kind of just show you maybe what I can do. I'm just going to show you the first thing I wanted to show you, because this thing is at 1 ohm, right? Do not do this at home. And this amplifier is only 2 ohm stable. Let's see what happens. All right. Man, when they say it rains, it pours, huh? Oh, that's why we're at 13. So let me turn this down some here. And let's get a zoom in shot. And we got 70 guys in here. Andy is Kung Fu. Fast as lightning. Someone tells me the power company loves Andy. Oh, they definitely do, man. We got 3 100 amp power supplies in here, man. 3 of them. All right. Let's get this thing going here. Ah, and we need the light too, man. Too many things. I need an Ernie and a J-Dub and a Colin. Maybe a Steve Irby too. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is I just got this thing on max hold, and I'm going to show you kind of what this is doing. Okay, so that is working, right? Please tell me you're working. There we go. See, everything's not working tonight. Everything is not working. All right, let's turn this up just a little bit. There we go. All right. Whoa, there we go. Whoa, holy moly. That's different amount of power right there. That's a big difference amount of power. Now, I didn't want to do it like that because, of course, I'm trying to get this working properly. But you can see we are already at 2 ohms right there. Okay. Let's turn this up nice and easy. All right, so we're at 24 hertz right now. We're at 25 hertz, and we're at 3.3 ohms, okay? We keep going. You can see that resistance, the 2.5 ohms, we're starting at 1. That is going down. It's going down as we go up. As we go up. All right, now you can see as we go further up, we're up to 38. And now the thing is not counting anymore, right? And it's getting louder in here. And that's because we're just getting more efficient with the enclosure and the woofer itself. So then it creates less power. But you can see where we only got 2.1 ohms. And that's what that amplifier can do. And that's how people compete, by wiring down to the dirt with factoring in with the power applied, loading factors and everything else. But you can see how that's really close, and that could be a problem. That could be a problem. And you have an amplifier. I don't know if you've ever seen Big D Wiz's Amp Dyno videos, but usually those amplifiers that are cheap, and they put them on like a 1 ohm resistive load, and they just go poof, you know, of whatever it's rated at, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, half ohm, whatever. And you put on a resistive load that's just straight bass. You know, if we're doing that, that's a reactive load, but the same thing. You know, it's just a speaker moving, and sometimes they don't last forever. And you got to be very careful with the kicker amplifiers. They are very forgiving. I'm not telling people to go and do this into their I'm going to wire it 1/4 ohm. I'm just going to send it. Be careful. And one note is if you never go over this amount of current here of what the amplifier is kind of, you know, limiting you at, you'll be okay. But do not do that at home. Do not do that at home at all. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do it. All right, cool. So we did a little demonstration. I feel like that's mostly what I wanted to cover. We can do one other thing here. Oh, that's the wrong mouse. See, I got so many things here. It's really insane. And trying to put this all together last minute was not an easy task. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep that around there. We're going to do like the same kind of thing here. I'm going to keep it low because, let's see, let's turn it up a little bit more. And we got 70 guys in here. Thank you guys for tuning in. All right, so right now we are at 24 hertz. I'm going to go up 26, and just watch how the power changes. 30 hertz, 34, 35, 36. Now look at that. We got no crossovers on this thing. It's wide open at 200. We are shaking this house. We are shaking everything. Now look how much power I'm sending at. 500 watts. And we're at 74 hertz. And that is a great explanation of how people cook a woofer by playing a little bit too far out of their range. Man, I keep getting caught on this thing. Today is just not my day. It is not my day. All right, cool. So let's head back over here. I think I showed everything that I wanted to on that section of everything. We brought up, that kicker is still kicking, man. It is still kicking. God. I thought doing this, subject of just ohms and how this stuff kind of works and what people are going to do in their cars and matching things, I thought it was going to be pretty easy, but it is not. It is not. There's so much to this stuff. There really is. Would you just look at it? Man, I got that kicker going, and it goes on the same time with my amphitheater of like how I listen to music in here, and I just hear that amphitheater playing 12 hertz going. I love it. All right, cool. Let's take these things off because, yeah. I don't know why that audio is delayed. Let's switch back. Oh, it's so much better anyway. Trust me, I don't really enjoy using that too much, but it's nice when it works. I don't know why I'm having issues with the delay. Excuse me here. Okay, let's get all in there. Would you just look at it? You just gotta look at it, Chad. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. All right, cool. So, with what I kind of displayed over there is kind of how music, and you never see your loading ohm. And with amplifiers and how all that stuff kind of works, the easiest and safest way is just to run it at 1 ohm. When you got a 1 ohm stable amplifier, grab a dual 2 if you got 1, grab a dual 4 if you got 2, and grab, I don't know, dual 2 if you got 4 of them, right? Or, no, that would be dual 2. Yeah, dual 2. Yeah, you would need, dual 2, 1 ohm. Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. Let me pull this down here so we have that like we normally do. Again, Kicker Car, thank you. Colorblind 1983, you guys are awesome. And CAE and Garrick, appreciate all you guys tuning in. And I'm going to pull out my handy dandy notebook. I'm just going to do it. Because it's like, you can get really deep into this, but at the same time, it's very simple. But I feel like there's a lot of places online that are going to show, this amplifier is perfect for this, specifically away from Kicker. Kicker, they don't have like combo kits on their website, like, oh, run this. And I think that would be kind of ideal. Like, say, you're looking at an amplifier and, I want the CX 1800.1. If you're running 1, you should grab a dual 2 variant of whatever woofer if you're choosing. If you're running 2, you should grab the dual 4, like in a little italicized, just subsection somewhere on the listing of an amplifier. And the same thing for a subwoofer. So when people are going on there looking, it's like, okay, now I know what amplifier to get, because there's a lot that just, it gets kind of confusing of how many do I need to run with whatever. It's like, well, I got a dual 2, I need a 2 ohm amp. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. It really is. Yeah, let me know if the audio's synced now. Audio's still broken. Okay, so then that's not on my side. That's got to be on Streamlabs or Restream. There's something that's not on my end. That's not on my end. Man, that kind of sucks. Let me see, because everything's coming out of here, and there's no delay on anything here. Audio, stereo, yeah. I don't know why there's a delay. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Does the CXA 1800.1 get more power and run better on a 2 ohm load? Well, that's a good question. I did do the amp dyno for the 1800.1 maybe like 7 months ago, and it actually got more power at 1.3 ohm than it did at 1 and 2. It did around the same power at 1 and 2, certified, but like uncertified. At 1 ohm, it did a little bit more than 2 ohm. But we're talking like maybe 100, 200 watts difference, like a very small difference. And really, I think the 2 ohm old CX 1800s are almost the same board as the new one, but these have like limitations so that, you can't go over a certain amount of current, and it just keeps you kind of safe there. And I'm sure there's other things. I'm not an amp designer, but you know, it's still like 1800 watts of 2 ohm on both of them. It's just the old one you couldn't do that with. So I feel like the power is going to be the same. The only time I seen a huge difference, again, it was like a 1.3, and I don't know why. Maybe it's just getting most amount of voltage and current out of that amplifier, and just voila, here you go. Here's 2200 watts. You know, it gave you a lot more. Thank you, Aaron Lackey. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you. I thought it was Jacob Lackey. I was like, oh, no, here we go. Thank you, Aaron, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. No delay on my end on the audio. See, then I don't know. It might be with the bit rate. Messing with a few things, but nothing too crazy. Finding an amp that is high efficiency for the ohm load you'll want to run is one thing to consider. And that's the thing. It's like, do I buy the woofers first or do I buy the amplifier? You know, and I feel like it's easier to buy the woofers and then you try to match it with the amplifier in mind at the same time. Like you can't just do one or the other. If you get the amplifier, then you have a foundation at least, I guess. You know, it's like, well, I can only run this thing at 1 ohm. I can only run it at 2 ohm, depending how many you have too. And how you split it up, but we're trying to keep things simple as we can here, alongside with all the audio technical difficulties we had tonight and me going left and right. Appreciate you guys to have been here tonight. This has been crazy. This never happens. I'm like, and I tried to put it all together, but putting the topic together literally like the day before I had it filmed, and I'm like, oh boy, here we go. We're gonna try our best, and I tried to bring you guys all the information that I can, because I know you guys tune in. We have a blast here Tuesday and Friday. I missed you guys Friday. That's probably another reason why I'm just off. I am just off. I'm rusty. And thank you, Mr. Kip Litzy, for tuning in, man.
Full tilt boogie.
We're about to go full tilt boogie with Mr. Kip Litzy here. Thank you for being here, man. You are on my theater screen at 120 inches, coming out on 13.2 speakers. Love your show. Thank you, Shoop Dog. I don't know if I got 360 sound on this thing, but we can try to do that a little bit here. Thank you, Shoop Dog. Appreciate you, sir. Get the biggest amp and call it a day, and that's simple, and that's the end of the thing. It's like, you know, with the Warhorse amps, like, yes, I could be getting more power out of them since I have them only at 2 ohm. You know, and I'm rising to 6 when I'm metering, just like how we did there. It's like the frequency's dependent. Lots of factors are dependent of how that works. But, you know, I'm only getting 1400 watts out of each amp when they are 5,000 watt amplifiers. But I'm not sacrificing efficiency as much, where if I would run one at 1 ohm instead of 2 at 2 ohms, the amplifier will run more efficient. Now, Kip, I know you're here. I was asking AI a lot of questions, and it said one thing, and I'm like, I don't know about that one. Obviously, an amplifier that is ran, you know, like 1 ohm compared to 2 ohm, the 1 ohm is going to be not as efficient, right? Because you're straining the parts of the amplifier to provide the power, and just, you know, just that factor alone, or, you know, down to 0.5 ohm. Obviously, it's just the efficiency is going to crap, right? It also told me that efficiency can start to drop when you go too high as well. And that's one thing that I never even thought about. I'm like, well, it is resistance, but really, I don't know. I'm sure maybe there is a point where it's like, you know, you're playing like 200 hertz or something, and it's a monoblock amplifier, and it's at the top of its end, and it just can't play that. But does the efficiency come into factor with that? That's something that I was like, whoa, wow, AI actually taught me something. Because I'm like trying to, like, you know, polish a little bit for Tuesday, even though I, you know, dropped the mic, but it's okay. BT, congratulations for being a member for 13 months on the green team, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Green team. Livin' life after love.
Appreciate you for all that you do, man, and thank you for being here tonight. Andy, shout out to Bubba. Happy birthday. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Happy birthday, Bubba. Happy birthday, Bubba. Oh, and would you look at that? BT just gifted 5 memberships at the same time.
Bass hitting hard. Yeah, yeah. Turn down for what? Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We get it. Thank you, BT. Appreciate you, man. And again, happy birthday, Bubba, man. I know this guy's just turning 39 this year, and Big 40's coming up, Bubba. Appreciate you, all that you do, all that you've done, and Hope you've been well, man. Look at all the Green Team membership things coming in there for being here for a year, 13 months. And appreciate you guys that have been here since. You guys are awesome. Kip is in the house. I wonder how long you can bridge the new, low you can bridge the new LX amplifiers coming out. Now, I'm not 100% sure on those, but those are coming out with a 5-channel, 7-channel, and mono blocks, right? And 4 channels. So, again, like I was kind of mentioning earlier with the 4-channel amplifier, you know, you're going to be able to bridge them, but then when you bridge something, each channel actually sees half of what you're starting at. You know, you bridge it at 4, each channel sees 2, and, you know, it gets kind of confusing, and you put on a mono block and it doesn't bridge them, it keeps it the same, and that's just, you know, the simple part of wiring. People kind of understand for the most part, but a lot of people I can see are like, hey, how do I do this? Because whenever I first started, I had no idea, man. I was just putting things together. If it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But it was, you know, cheaper stuff. So if it blew up, you know, no biggie. No harm, no foul. Let's see. Sean Land, see, it threw down my comment because that was there. Oh, man. Will you be at Kicker this coming Monday? What is going on Monday? Talking to Kit, maybe. Yeah, you got to buy the biggest amp. That is the way to do it. All right, cool. Yeah, so that was the question. The L7X amps, and yeah, I don't think the 5 channels, the 7-channel, 4-channel. I don't think you're gonna be able to bridge it much lower than that. Of like the original, like CX400 or CX 4-channel 360.4, the Marine stuff, the 8 channels and stuff. You know, you're bridging at 4 on a pair of channels, 2 ohm per channel. I think that's kind of just, you know, normal stuff, because I don't see the need for it, just because it's not woofers. You know, if you need more channels, you're not going to put like 3 speakers on one channel just to get 1 ohm, you know, and you're still getting 1.67 or something like that. I feel like 2 is just enough. If they made them just stronger at 4, I'm fine with that. But the LX amplifier is stronger at 4 than all these other amplifiers, so I can't wait to see those come out, man. It's going to be awesome. Okay, those are popping up now. I'm like, what the heck, what the heck, what the heck? Happy birthday, Bubba! Andy, you're about 4 seconds delayed. See, that's... I'm upset. That's terrible. Let me see here. Audio input. Are the sound... Well, I guess the soundtracks you wouldn't be able to tell too much. Audio input capture. See, there's no sync offset. Monitor off. A lot of stuff you can't fix live, and I'm trying to see if the delay, sync offset, I don't really want to mess with this because I never messed with that. Is the audio behind? Because I can't slow down the video. That's the problem. I can't speed up the audio. If the audio's behind, I got to slow down the video, and that's a whole nother thing. And that would be with the capture card here, or something like that. Let's see. That really throws me off, man. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. We got 80 people in here, though. I love you guys. Bubba just turned 26. See, it was either 26 or 39. I wasn't sure. I wonder when the Square Q class is coming back out. Man, well, we have, yeah, the regular Comp Q. I was telling friends, like, you might want to wait. I can see it coming back, and I can see it being a little bit more different. Just a little bit. And it's going to be exciting to see that. I kind of want to get one. I got the Comp Q round because I never had a Q class before. And it's an awesome sounding driver. But, I mean, who doesn't like Square? He does say input. You know, I usually have the Johnny 5 right here, and I don't because it's over there. I'm so backwards today. There we go.
You got it.
God. Always messing up, but it's okay. I'm upset about that audio. It is what it is. All right, cool. We'll have to repost it, and I'll fix the audio, but then it's going to be like just me talking about the audio the whole time. Anthony Adams, I like to see some L7X18s, L7S18s. I fried my X18 first gen, so I think I'm going non-kicker and doing a DCXL18 until the X18s come out. I think an S18 would be cool. And I hear you on that, Adam. Thank you for tuning in, man. And, you know, they're always listening to people, and it's like they also see what people are buying. And one percenters, aka us, with an 18 in their car. A lot of people can't fit an 18 in a trunk in a sedan, and their wife's going to tell them hell no, you know. But it is a product that I would love to see alongside with like a Kicker Comp 18, like the entry level, you know what I mean? Just like a 200 watt super efficient 18, you know, like, and it's Kicker. Man, it would be night and day. I know people love the CVR 18s. They're a coveted one from 2003. And, you know, everything along that side of just a single 18. And the S's, I mean, shoot, man, that is their, I would just say like their main one. Their main one. Like, yeah, they had the Solo X, but they had square kickers way before that. And I'm sure they made the Kicker Solo X square because of how popular square woofers were for them. But yeah, that would be cool to have, man. And thank you for tuning in. Hopefully they work on something. I can't wait to see you run those X18s, man. I can't wait to get mine. It's taking some time, but it's coming. I know it's coming. Thank you for tuning in, Dan Current. Appreciate that you're here. I hope you're doing well, man. And man, just you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. Get divorced and get a bourbon. I wouldn't say that's the best advice, but it's advice. Annie, the delay isn't anything. Freak out. It's all good. It doesn't take away from the quality of the show. Peeps are just keeping you in the loop. Chug along, homie. I'm trying, man. You know me. I'm like, we got to keep it right. But thank you, John. Appreciate you, man. And thank you for being in the background of everything, making everything work, and, you know, keeping the comment section clean. You guys are 99.9% of the time A+, man. I love you guys. Thank you for always tuning in and being here. And of course, we got to do the giveaway stuff. So I don't want to keep on rambling. We've been an hour, and I think it's time to start that stuff. And man, I tried my best on this, and I feel like I could recoup on this. I'm probably going to get more into it on Friday. You know, when the audio's working, everything else is good. And, you know, it's like a little less pressure of preparing. Because every time I do a Kickin' It with Andy, man, I am thinking about the next subject the night that I go to bed from tonight. You know, it's like always something that's on my mind. And then I watch Kicker do theirs. I'm like, okay, cool. What am I for sure doing again? And then it's like, as soon as Kicker does, it's like, okay, put everything together and then work, come home, Friday show, film. Like, I already know what I'm doing. I already had everything practiced up. This was Saturday, Sunday. Like, it was just film, put something together, and then go to work, get back at 2:30 in the morning, wake up, do this. I'm like, man, I got some time today. I'm going to try my best. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. I love you guys for that. Let's see here. I like how it's throwing the Facebook comments into YouTube section, so that is cool. Gino Michael, thank you for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Dan Current is here. Munch Nicer. I know we got to see the clue on the DJ Dirty Bass episode on Sunday, and they just had TJ, our buddy TJ, on there today. And of course, you know, check it out. Every Tuesday they go live at like 6:30. Appreciate them. They're awesome guys. To add what Kip said, what did Kip say? What did Kip say? Triangle sub was bazooka. Oh yeah, this one over here. Where is that one at? I got it piled, and you know, everybody's got this pile of radios, amplifiers. I need to get this. This one? This one is so cool, and I got this for like $20. It's not liquid cold, but it could be. It has the little insert in here. If you can see that, it was like an insertable, spinnable thing. You'd put up the pull venting piece of the woofer, and it would actually chill the inside of the motor. And they had like a whole chilling kit to it, man. I know it's not Kicker, but man, triangle subs, square subs. I mean, yeah, I love Kicker, but I mean, it's different. It's different. And honestly, it looks a lot like a Kicker. I mean, I think they took one look at a Kicker. They're like, oh, look at that. We need to do that. We need to do something like that because that works, that ribbed corner surround. And you'll see on some other squares, they have different designs and they don't work quite as well. And some don't even put it on there, and they just don't work well at all. But these are pretty cool, and the bazooka for the win. People want gold for the amplifiers that went with that, with the chilled processing. It's kind of crazy, but they are, you know, they're a relic. You know, will we ever see a triangle subwoofer again? Probably not, because the best shape with the most amount of surface area possible for any shape in the world is a square. Tap your mic. Tap, tap, 1, 2. Tap, tap. Wiring subs would be a good show. I did a little bit on it, but it's like, you know, you almost have to have like a whole demonstration of like how Kicker has that at like their expo shows and stuff like that, or their demonstrations or teaching sessions. They have all that kind of fun stuff there. But yeah, absolutely, man. There's 2 triangle subs on Marketplace. Don't tell me I'll buy another one. I got a pile on something. They do not use the rib surrounds. That one, Andy. That's the one. To add what Kip said, DC resistance will be fixed, but AC impedance resistance is going to vary based on the frequency of the AC voltage. And, you know, that's the thing. It's like whenever you apply power, that's why I had over here set up, you know, everything's all messed up tonight. I keep messing up everything. I had this over here, Jason. Take a look at this. I had this hooked up here, and I was going to literally show the difference. When you're actually pushing on that woofer there, it creates an AC BMF. You know, it creates AC power. And with just, you know, speakers moving when you're applying power, you know, and dampening factor of an amplifier, you know, come into play with some things. And I know some people say it's not a huge problem and it doesn't even matter to some degree, but I feel like with cheaper amplifiers, you can tell that it's just not as good. And good quality ones, you can tell, because there is some aspect of controlling the woofer to some degree with the electrical compliance side of the things. And I don't want to get too typical or too technical with all this stuff, Jason, but it's like at the same time, it's hard not to, because, you know, yes, it's simple. Which one do I need? Which one do I do? But a lot of people just get like, they're like, oh, well, you said impedance instead of resistance. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just resistance. You add power to it, it turns into impedance curve on the graph and how a speaker, you know, works. And you got your electrical compliance, your mechanical compliance, and with the woofer and the enclosure and other factors of physics and the vehicle that you're in. And it just gets very, very complicated. It is fun. It is fun. And that's the thing with car audio. It is a deep rabbit hole if you start looking down. It's just start back to 3-second delay. All right, so then there's no way. If it's changing delay, that's on the stream side. Man, I'm feeling Ernie right now. Let's see. Yeah, we're at 4,500, 2 keyframe, and max B frames 2. I don't know. Maybe I need to change that. I wasn't messing with too much stuff here. The audio should have been fine. I don't know why. You cannot change these straight. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Let me know if it's on Facebook too, if it's delayed. It probably is. I don't know. Either way, let me do the giveaway stuff, and I'm sorry about the audio delay, but we had a milestone of 80 people in here tonight. I think that has got to be the highest I've ever had on a single stream. So you guys are awesome. Let's see. Today's the 19th, right? All right, cool. Winners. Winner, chicken dinner. Allowed. Okay. 74 of you guys. So literally every single person that's tuned in has entered tonight's show. You guys are amazing. Okay. Is that gonna load? There we go. Okay. Good. Cool. Rigomatic 3000, man. It's old. It's running good, but it's a little quirky. You know. Bots are getting a little bit smarter, too. Where's Jake? I don't know where Jake is right now. I don't know. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'm here for the winners. Back EMF for the E8N for the win. Back EMF for the win. And that's a big reason why I switched to the new War Horses. Because, yeah, that whole thing. And that's something you don't even think about. You know, it's like bigger wolf or better. No, not always. And just how things work. And it's truly interesting of just learning about this stuff. It's still, I'm like, like I got my scuba gear on. I'm ready to go down the bottom of the iceberg. I just see it's like, holy man, there's a lot down there. There is a lot down there. Half ohm Warhorse 3600.1 does how much power? I can't even dyno that thing. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm good on the voltage side. It's the resistance side, like with the resistive load testers. I'm good for like 4,000 watts. I think that's going to push it. And half ohm, I actually need more of those. So and that's the thing too. It's like with those, I got 4 single 4 ohm speakers and they're 500 watts and you can always put like double to them, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna go into some kind of limp mode at half ohm probably, but you're gonna see a ton of power until you hit like a certain amount of current on the amplifier, just how that stuff works with the current side. And I've just seen it a lot with the CX amplifiers when I tried running a 2 ohm stable one at half ohm. And I was only rising to 1.5. And I was good until I hit 33 amps. And I'm like, okay, so I can get like 1,500 watts out of this thing, 1,400 watts, and then it shuts off. But it's because I'm at 1.5 ohm, and that's below 2 ohm. So if I get the 1 ohms, I'm good. I'm good. Let's try it. And I tried it, and it worked. And don't do that at home, but that's the thing, man. You see Drew, you see Kyle, you see all these guys are like, yeah, I'm running my stuff at half ohm. Like, same. And you can, but it also can make the amplifier a little bit less efficient too. And that's the problem with that. All right, cool. Let me get back to this here. All right, let's see. We're going to go with that. Good. Don't lie if you didn't think, Lisa. The thing about the triangle sub is where do you get a box for? You got to make it yourself. I know. I know. That's got to be the worst thing. Like, I have to build a box. Like, there is no like, oh, let me find the prefab for that. They're just, nah. Thank you for being here, Jason. Appreciate you, man. I'm so sorry about the audio. Like, that's the thing. It's like, yeah, the bass, but it's like I like the live stream. It goes hand in hand. And it's like, you got to make it look good, but you also got to make it sound good. And the sound good part is just as important with the live stream, and it's not. And it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts, but it's all right. I know I'll figure it out soon as I end the stream here. I'll be like, man, you gotta be kidding me. Why, Scoob? We should have done it again. Okay, Reggie. Another live stream. This sounds good, Scoob. That's how I feel right now. Okay. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, we get it. We get it. We get it. And oh, hold on. Yeah, we don't want that. We got all these things open here. We don't need all these. Okay. Rigomatic. It's all manual nowadays. The triangle sub hole would not be fun to cut. I mean, I don't have a problem cutting out square corners because, they're curved. It's not a straight cut. First enclosure I ever had designed by somebody and built, they just cut a square. Like, it was a 90-degree angle. And then it started leaking because the 18s have screw holes. The other ones, doesn't matter so much. You can cover it enough. Excuse me. By that cutout. So, just curve it. You got to curve it. And it is rigged. I mean, this is the rigging part of it. And it might not be rigged. I mean, the Mike Tyson fight was rigged. I mean, is this rigged? I mean, you just got to look at it. You looked at that and you look at this. I mean, yeah, you might see that. I didn't bet any money, but I was really betting on Mike Tyson. And I feel like if they really would have duked it out, it probably could have been a bloodbath on one side or the other. It's either Mike Tyson was just going to get him right at the right spot, right on the jaw, or Mike Tyson was going to get ran around the ring, which kind of happened. And Jake Paul would have been able to, hold his ground for long enough till the 58-year-old couldn't keep going. So there is that, but it was a good fight. A little rigged. All right, let's start typing these in. Oh, wow. When you see Pittsburgh, you know it's rigged. You know it's rigged. I'm gonna mess this up, but I'm gonna try my best. I spelt that wrong. I knew it looked wrong. Thank you for liking on Facebook. Will, DIY audio guy, thank you for being here, man. Okay. Another town, but you know what? They lost, finally, so I'm fine with that. All right. Colorblind. What's he saying? Wanting to upgrade. I'm going to come back to it. I just got this right in front of my face. I can't see anything else. I can't see anything else. Thank you, Chad. Chad and Colorblind. Let's see. Cool. So then, now we just need the 50% off discount code winner. Oh, we're putting this one in caps. Yep. Yep. All right, cool. Let me pull these back up here. I know there was a lot here. Rigmaster, PEB. You know, I remember I was listening to that stuff back in the day. Wanting to upgrade my membership, but Apple isn't showing me options to do so. Upgrade my membership for the green team. Now, if Apple's being weird, what you can do is open it on an external browser on your phone, and it should pop up. Sometimes you can do whatever. It should be there as join. If not, go back to just the YouTube channel, and it should be right there. The first thing you see, it should say join where it says subscribed. And if that doesn't work, I need to put that in my description. It's one thing I've been working on, and I'm like trying to, like, I need to do it. I need to do it. I need to update all my description stuff so you can find stuff nice and easy. And I know I have it in the About section on YouTube. I did fix that. If you go in the About section, you will see how to join the green team. Bobby, a replacement for QS would be a good idea. I know they're working on it. I know it. The Rigomatic 3000. Man, I feel so bad. I mean, what are you going to do? It's live, folks. What are you going to do? Deviant up. Let's see. Okay. Justin, howdy. They contact leaked, and if Tyson won via knockout, it was the least amount of money. He pulled punches. Yeah. I mean, it would have been great, though. It would have been great. All right, let's do it. Next time, try again. I streamed the fight on Discord. I know. Me and Kayla stayed up for that. We were watching and everything, and I figured a lot of people were going to be watching. I'm like, it's okay. We don't do a live stream tonight. Everyone's going to be watching this fight, and I didn't know how long it was going to go on for. Thank you, Billy Ocean, for subscribing. Appreciate you for that. And but still, the girl fight was better. It really was. And then I'm like, maybe he is that old. And then like, no, no. Justin says, hope everyone is having a fun night. I'm busier than one-legged man in a kicking contest, man. I'm going to call you iRock, Eileen. I kick. I used to have those. Thank you for tuning in, man, and keep pumping out the content. Appreciate all that you do for the community and helping people and making a platform for people to just find and be like, oh, that's how you do it. You know, in a short video and right to the point. That's how you need to do it, man. Thank you for being here, Justin. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is start pulling these up. And let's do these the giveaway winners. More subs, more ohms. Of course, we kind of did that. What's safe, what is not safe. We did the thing that is not safe and wiring down low. And final impedance. Yeah, right. We talked about all this. And then the apps to help, you know, you got Kicker, U app, Kicker University, man. If you don't have that, go check it out. I'm telling you, it's worth $1.99. You're going to use it forever. It has everything that you need. And then the Ultimate Car Audio app, another $2 app. Man, these apps come in clutch. And then Multi-Tone Generator, if you got Apple, $2 app, $6, and it's everything that you need for most things to be able to design an enclosure and just get some Q&A help right on the spot. Like, how do I wire this thing, you know? How do I do it? All right, cool. Filming tonight, hopefully editing tomorrow night. Man, I should do some more filming tonight, but I told Kayla, I'm like, we could watch some Netflix after I'm done here. There's no after party. We do the after parties on Friday. And after tonight, man, I think I need to just figure out what the heck happened with the audio and then go from there and chillax. But let's do it. So, third place. Now I got these up here. Okay. I love it. I love it. Yeah, so the third place, yeah. Okay, I had to move these around because I actually had them backwards. I had the EB400 as the second place, but they switched that around. Either way, you guys are getting stuff. These are what you're getting for third place. These are the Kicker EB. Well, let's see if you can actually see this. Kicker EB 400s. And these are like their weatherproof, you know, kind of water-resistant headphones. Good for running, all that kind of fun stuff. And then you got the TW1s and the TW2s. You know, I blame the pimple. Thank you, guys. So you got the TW1s here and then the TW2s here. These are the ones you're going to be getting. These are the TW2s. These have like the earbud right here that's kind of like, you know, your normal headphone earbud that kind of like locks in there. And these have like, you know, kind of automatic noise cancellation just because it's sucked into your ear. And then the TW1s, these are also on the website, not for sale, not part of the giveaway. But these ones are more like your old school style, traditional Apple, you know, kind of AirPods kind of deal, you know, and these are nice too, just because I actually use the TW1s for work so that I can hear more outside for my coworkers and such. And then of course, first place, the Bullfrog 100. These things are awesome. You can hook up, I think Kip said 99 of them. I don't know. I've only hooked up 2 at once. And the pairing option is pretty easy with this. All you have to do is hit the play button and the power button for one. And the other one, when you get the other one, you connect it, do the same thing, but on the minus button. And that's how you pair 2 of them together. I had Todd actually contact me this weekend. I was like, oh yeah, I know it's in the manual. It's on the website, but it's, you know, it's not too hard. But if you didn't know, you wouldn't know how to do it. And of course, the 50% off discount code, anything at kicker.com. Let's do the names. I blame the beard. You know what? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I can't shave it till at least end of November. You know, like I can't. I gotta hold out. I'm definitely gonna do a little practice run after this. Be like, all right, is it working? Is it working now? Can you hear me now? Livin Loud with Andy. Merch is awesome, and I got some stuff coming down the pipeline with the merch. I actually have some sitting over here, but we have to do a little bit of modifications, and we will be ready to release some stuff, hopefully by Black Friday. Even if it's not by Black Friday, I'm going to do a little sale anyway of what I can do, because you know how that stuff is. It's like I got somebody else doing it, and hook you guys up, but I got some stuff ready for you. I'm excited. Kibo says don't shave it. I can't. I keep getting so close. I'm like, just like these giveaways. Should I shave? Should I tell them who won? It's a decision, but we'll see. I like it so far. I do like it. Kayla says she's getting used to it. All right, so third place, EB400s. Third place goes to Chad E. in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Definitely rigged. Congratulations, Chad. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? I haven't had a Pittsburgh winner on here in a little while. I think Todd was probably the last one. He got a Bullfrog 100. And either way, thank you for watching. And congratulations on that. You look better with a beard, with no mustache, and you look Amish. With no mustache, you look Amish, yeah. That's what I was hearing. I don't know. I thought it was just Jake. We'll go with that. All right. Second place, you get the TW2 wireless headphones. Excuse me, sorry. Goes to Urel C from Kansas City, Missouri. Congratulations, Urel. I know I'm messing that up. Congratulations. Thank you for watching. Again, you two will both be getting an email from Kicker. Make sure you check your spam folder just in case. All right, first place for the Bullfrog 100 and then the 50% off discount code. I was going to say, what the heck's going on here? I'm like, why is that all like sideways and stuff? First place Bullfrog goes to Jason L. But I think this is Jason Grant. We know Jason Grant. And from Sheridan, Arkansas, congratulations, man. And thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. And you're going to love that Bullfrog 100. You're going to love it. You are truly going to love it. The beard, no mustache is definitely an Amish thing. I mean, Amish country and Lancaster is not very far away from me. I could blend right in. They would be like, oh, you're one of us. Last place is the 50% off discount code for anything at kicker.com, which I think is something that you can hold on to and give to your kids. You never know. You can hold on. That's a retirement plan right there, man. You know, I got my kids a whole complete kicker system and 50% off either way. Or you can use it for yourself. Be greedy. Goes to Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B.
Uncle Bobby B will be receiving an email from me. And give me at least a week, Bobby. I try to get those at least out right before Kicker Unmasked goes live again, just so I know I don't forget for the next week. Congratulations, Uncle Bobby B. Congratulations, everybody, for just tuning in, watching, winning some stuff, and putting up with my audio that's been delayed by like 10 million seconds. But thank you so much for watching, and appreciate you guys for always being here, man. You guys really make the show. I wouldn't be able to do all this stuff without you and Kicker. And thank you for watching. And as always, stay living loud. I'll see you guys on the next one.
With Andy, kicking it 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 with Andy.
Okay. So we're kicking it with Andy, right? You know what that means. We living loud.
Congratulations, Bobby. I think he was tired of getting Bullfrog 100s. Now he's got a 50% off discount code. Man, you can't have enough of the Bullfrog 100s, man. You really can't. Be safe, everybody. Congratulations. And what Stuart said. Chicken, Squares, Black and Yellow, Uncle Bobby B, congratulations, man. Congratulations. And I almost forgot to put my audio back on, even though you guys can barely hear, but it is blaring in my ears. I can't do a live stream without it. Next time I go down to Kicker HQ, I am definitely wearing my headset, and I know how to do it. I know how to do it. We'll be good. Just hopefully the audio is not delayed. Thank you guys for tuning in. Pokemon Christmas Tree. Smash the like. Cornut coming in. Wait, no, that's old. That's old. And then Cornut comes in again. Great show. 2-minute, 30-second delay. I hope not. Thank you so much, Cornut. Appreciate you. And he is coming in at the caboose. And Eric. Oh, Eric. But I guess Canadian dollars count. They count. I'll see you guys. Oh, Cornut's like, oh, shucks. Love you guys. Oh, CAE. Oh, I was just